And I would just say to the audience, please feel free to give me as much feedback as the paper will allow. I want to make sure I'm ready and representing our club in our best manner in a week's and so's time. And so, Steve Elliot, Voices from the Past, Voices from the Past, Steve Elliot. Solomon takes the puck. He passes it over to McDonald. McDonald takes the puck. He passes it back to Sittler. Sittler shoots. He scores! And the Leafs have come back in the third period. Oh, baby, what a game. Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Yes, I am an insufferable Toronto Maple Leaf fan. And growing up as a kid, my Saturday night tradition was faithfully watching the Leafs on Hockey Night in Canada. There was one person I idolized above all others. Bob Cole. Yes, my dream job was to become the play-by-play man for my Toronto Maple Leafs. I was so excited about it, and it felt so right. My grade 8 yearbook, I proudly wrote that I was going to become a broadcaster. And I remember the fateful day, running home to my dad. Dad, look at the yearbook. A broadcaster? Are you crazy? You're going to have to go out to the far reaches of Canada. You're going to get next to no money for doing this job. You may never come back to Toronto and your family. Is this what you really want? I was left as a 13-year-old with a big decision. My dad meant well. He was just giving me his typical practical advice. But I found myself at a crossroads. Do I pursue my dream job of being a broadcaster? Or do I take a safer route, with a safer career? I'm guessing you haven't heard me on Hockey Night in Canada, so you know which path I ended up taking. I put all my energy into being the best retail manager that I could possibly be. I found myself working for Sears. And my boss came to me one day and she said, Steve, there's something about your voice. I want you to do all of our announcements. I was thrilled.
Good evening, Sears shoppers. Hurry on down to the linens department today where you'll save 50% on all pillows. And thank you for shopping at Sears.
It felt amazing. I finally felt fulfilled. Co-workers and customers would come to me saying, "What a voice you have." Unfortunately, Sears and I parted company. And so I found myself at another crossroads. I had reignited my passion for using my voice. Do I choose that path? Or, as a father of two with a mortgage, do I take the safe route? You haven't seen me on TV, and you haven't heard me on radio, so safe route it was. And as I mentioned, I'm the father of two boys, Derek and James. Derek was extremely lucky, for as a child, he found his passion in life very young. His mother enrolled him into a dance camp, and the curator of the dance camp said, "You should consider putting him in competitive dance." Derek loved it. He would do acro, jazz, tap, musical theater, ballet, and he loved being on the stage. Soon the studio was telling us we should consider sending him for an audition at the National Ballet School of Canada. I was honored to be the one to take him to that audition, and I'll never forget that day. Derek was full of nervous energy, pacing back and forth while waiting for his name to be called for the audition. And so I thought I would distract him by asking him some questions. So I said, "Derek, who did you tell that you were coming to this audition?" "Oh, I told a few people at the dance studio." "What about your school?" "Yeah, I told my teachers." "What about your friends?" "Are you crazy, Dad? Do you think I want to get teased and taunted at recess?" Then it hit me. Derek was at a crossroads too. He could have given in to that societal pressure and taken the safe route, not pursuing dance. But here he was at the National Ballet School of Canada, auditioning, even though it wasn't the popular choice. And that inspired my dream again. You are looking at the student of an online voiceover course, based on what Derek had done. And I find myself more fulfilled. Who knows where this will lead me? But I feel much happier pursuing my dream. And I ask you, what dreams did you have in your past that you gave away? Is there a nagging voice saying you should do something, you should pursue something? Why aren't you? When you pursue your dream, the passion that follows will lead you to a very fulfilled life. Mr. Joseph.